I've got some really exciting books this month. I'm back today with a book haul, and we all love a good book haul, don't we? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, that was all of them falling down, but I've got 5 books to haul today, and 2 of them I bought myself, 3 of them I was very kindly sent. So I'm going to start with the ones that I was sent this month, yeah, there's some different ones here. So I have the first one. I'm very excited to read this one. This one, oh! I don't know what I tried to do there, but obviously it failed. Let's try that again. This one is Rattled by Jen White. Now, this is a very interesting look at postpartum psychosis. Now, it's not something that I've experienced myself, and it's not something that I've ever known anybody to experience, but the premise of this interests me so much. Jen suffered postpartum psychosis herself, and I'm just really interested to find out how she dealt with it, what happened to her, and how she got through it. So I'm just going to read this to you a bit so that I don't mess it up, because this is someone's very serious story, and I don't want to sort of surmise anything wrong. So, parenthood brings sleepless nights, tears and tantrums, nappy changes from hell, and the firm belief that you're Cameron Diaz. Wait, what? New mum Jen White definitely wasn't expecting that, but after her son was born, her worldview shifted in strange and unexpected ways. Within weeks, Jen found herself living a very different life, working out the deeper connections underpinning existence and discussing strategy with Barack Obama. The problem is, no one else could see what she saw, not even a next-door neighbour, Renee Zellweger. Rattled tells the extraordinary story of how Jen overcame her manic episodes caused by postpartum psychosis, and she beat her postpartum depression to become the loving, caring, wonderful mother she is today. Now, I love books that are sort of lifting the stigma on being able to talk about mental health issues, and I obviously am a mother myself, and I talk a lot about motherhood and things, and I am really interested in reading something that combines the two. Now, I've been pretty honest in the fact that I've never actually suffered any mental health problems myself in the past. I have got a couple of friends who do struggle with mental health, and they really struggle with the stigma attached, and I think books like this are really brilliant for lifting the stigma. The next book that I've got is One by Jennifer Cahill. Now, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, and I apologise if I'm not. Cahill? I hope one of those is correct. If not, I apologise, but this has been very kindly sent to me, and the premise of this sounds really interesting. This is set back in the mid-noughties, before sort of smartphones and Facebook and Tinder and all of that sort of thing, and it's a group of 20-somethings living in London, sort of looking for love. So we've got Zara. Now, Zara's just moved to London for her first job, and she struggles to find her feet in a big city with no instruction manual. Penelope works night and day in an investment bank with little or no time for love, and at 28 she's positively ancient as far as her mother is concerned, and the pressure is on for her to settle down as the big 3-0 is looming. Charlie spends night and day with his band, who are constantly teetering on the verge of greatness, and Richard has relocated to London from his castle in Scotland and to search for the one. And Alex is barely in one place long enough to hold down a relationship, let alone think about the future. This sounds brilliant. This sounds like the sort of thing that I love to read, especially as summer approaches. I don't know why, but this sort of genre is something that I sort of associate with reading in the summertime. I'm not sure why, but as the weather's getting nicer, I can't wait to pick this up, and it sounds intriguing, and I think the setting, I'll be able to relate to it pretty well, being that when I was meeting my husband and getting to know him, there was no Tinder, there was no Facebook or anything like that. Yeah, I am that old. Let's move on. The next book that I've got is this one. This is The Uninvited, and this is a story about a true haunted house and about a man and his 3 children that were chased by demonic entities from their house in Missouri, I think. And I picked this up because I'm interested in ghosty things at the moment for obvious reasons. And yeah, so I picked this up not knowing very much about it. I've had a flick through, I'm hoping it's interesting, but there is a chapter called The Possession, which makes me think that it could potentially go a little bit down the sensationalist route, but I'm interested, and I'll find out, obviously. The next book that I've got is this one, The Children of Wilton Chase. I have no idea what this is about. I picked this up on a whim from the charity shop because it was over 100 years old. It's from 1881, so this is a very old book, and like I say, I saw it in the charity shop and I just thought it was an absolutely beautiful old book, and I just pretty much picked it up to save it from the charity shop. The last book that I picked up is this one. This is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. I've wanted this since I saw it started appearing on social media, and I couldn't wait to pick it up. Saw it in Tesco's and grabbed it. This sounds amazing. Let me read this to you. This says, New Year's Eve, the Loch Corrin estate, the Hogmanay celebrations are in full flow, 9 old friends swapping stories and revelling in forgotten memories. Yet secretly the group know they no longer have anything in common except shared history, deep old wounds and friendship-destroying secret. As a thick blizzard descends and the clock strikes 12, a broken body is found in the snow. The group are trapped and all signs are pointing to murder. No one can get in and no one can get out, not even the killer. Now, I've wanted this for so long. I can't wait to read it. It's set in Scotland, in the Scottish wilderness. I live in Scotland, so I love things set in Scotland, and I especially love the Scottish wilderness. I keep taking myself off there all the time. I live in the countryside in Scotland. This just has my name all over it. Obviously, it doesn't literally have my name all over it, but like, you know what I'm saying. So that is my little book haul, and let me know if you've read any of them. Let me know if you're going to, and also if any of you out there know what this is about without me sort of searching it, let me know down below. And also, have any of you got really old books as well? What's the oldest book anybody's got? I'm really impressed by this, and it's got a nice little sort of inscription. It says, Minnie Miller, presented by the teachers and friends of Wesleyan Sunday School. Philum? I have no idea, I can't quite read the writing, but Christmas. How nice. So this is going to go on my shelf, and I'm really pleased to have found this in a charity shop. So I'm off now to edit this, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.